Hey guys, welcome back. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting my chipper shredder ready for the winter. I shredded and chipped all my leaves yesterday. It's the beginning of December, so I ran it out of gas. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to install a fuel shutoff valve. That'd be very helpful because this thing doesn't have one, and it's used fairly infrequently. So yeah, sometimes it has gas sitting in it for a couple months at a time, and I'd like to be able to shut off the fuel and to avoid ethanol related carb problems and such. And so this is a Troy Bilt chipper shredder. It's a CS4325 with the Briggs & Stratton 11.5 foot-pound engine on it, 1150 series. It actually does a really good job at chipping small branches and shredding all sorts of stuff from leaves to twigs and that sort of thing. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna try and buzz this plastic piece off. That's no good. I guess I'll be buzzing this thing off too. There's the bolt. That was a useless effort right there. There's still one back here holding it. That is going to be a pain to get to. Right there. See if I can get a yeah, I can get a wrench on that, just barely. Now, let me take that off. I'll bring you back when I'm done. I got that off. I got this plastic piece off, and I also put the recoil back on after that bolt mishap. So some of these engines, I guess depending on the model or how it's optioned or what it's used for, actually have a fuel shutoff from the factory. This one does not, but it has a place for it. This is basically just a sticker that you can pop off, and you can install a fuel shutoff right there. It'll be sticking out here, and you can turn it on and off. Next, I'm going to remove the fuel line, the existing fuel line, and I really hope I can do that without taking the gas tank off, because those two bolts in the back there would be a pain to get to without taking the whole thing apart. There we go. There's one. So next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut 2 new pieces of fuel line, one to go from the tank to the shutoff valve, which is right here, and then one to go from the shutoff valve to the carburetor. This is part number 698180, and the fuel line I'm going to use is SAE J30R9. It's Continental 65148, 18-inch length. And if you want to see my discussion on fuel lines, different types, and what the standards are, check out my pressure washer video. I'll put a link in the description below. So let me cut that fuel hose and I'll be back. It's gotten a little dark, so I got a light out. Hopefully you guys can see that. But I have cut the fuel lines and I have added 2 more clamps here, in addition to the 2 that came off the original fuel line. And this should be the right size. All that's left to do is install it. Alright, that should allow, once this is on, this to slide right over this, like that. Look at that. That looks pretty good. On, off. Alright, that clamp in there put up a fight. I basically worked it on with these needle nose, really thin needle nose pliers in there, all the way back onto the fuel tank. Yeah, put up kind of a fight, but it's done now. Unfortunately, did not have to take off the fuel tank. So now it's time to attach the new line to the carburetor. Put you down. Alright, I got that on. If you have if your carburetor has a plastic nipple on it, then you're probably going to have to take the carburetor off to work the hose on, because those things break pretty easily, and if you snap it off, then you're kind of screwed unless you want to do a lot of work and make yourself some special tools to extract it and find a new one. So yeah, keep that in mind. So this is pretty much done. All I have to do is put back that plastic shroud piece, and that'll be it. Alright, we are done. Fuel shutoff valve is installed. Works great. We got J30R9 fuel hose on here, so the ethanol shouldn't bother it. And the plastic shroud is back on. The reason why I did this is, you know, for peace of mind, as well as this thing is direct drive. And that means the crankshaft is connected directly to the whole chipper shredder assembly with the flywheel and all the flails and everything, so it's pretty difficult to turn over. So, you know, if there's gunk in the fuel system or the carburetor starts getting gummed up, it's going to become very annoying very quick to start this thing. So, if you like these videos, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Cold start.